Zach, obviously it was a physical effort for you guys last game. You led the way with 6 hit. Just maybe talk about the game in general and how much you guys were able to kind of tilt the ice in your favor once you guys got that part of your game going.
Yeah, I think it was a good bounce back game for us. We didn't play the way we wanted to. In the first game, I thought we responded really well. Our special teams were good. Our 5-on-5, like you mentioned, our physicality picked up a little bit. But that game's done now. We're going into obviously a hostile building. They're going to be coming out. Obviously, they didn't get the result they wanted, so we have to make sure we're ready to go right off the start here.
Can you talk about your team's work on the special teams and how much of a difference that's been in this series up to date?
Yeah, it's huge. I think if you were to ask me before the series if there'd be this many penalties called, I'd probably say no. But you need good special teams to be good in the playoffs, and I think we're off to a great start. Our PK's been great. Our power play scored timely goals. So if we're gonna have success in the playoffs, especially down the road here, we're gonna need that to continue.
Zach, you talked about this being a hostile building. There was obviously a lot of emotion in the first game and a lot of boisterous fans back in Edmonton. What did you guys learn from those two games about managing those emotions and the crowd?
Yeah, it's very important. I think the home crowd can work with you, but they can work against you if you're taking undisciplined penalties and whatnot. But I think we managed that very well in the second. But we know just as much as the Kings know, they're coming home, they're excited to play in front of their fans. They're going to have an extra jump in their step. We expect them to be more physical, but we're ready for it. We're excited to get Game 3 on the go here.
Do you feel that your game is kind of suited for this time of year, that Zach Kassian hockey is kind of exactly what the team would want in the playoff series?
Well, yeah, it's fun. I think any player will tell you it's a lot more fun than the regular season. I'm not saying the regular season isn't fun, but who doesn't like playing in front of packed houses? It's rowdy, it's fun, and you have a chance to win the cup. I think that's why we all play. It's pretty easy to get up for playoff games.
Sorry, Matt.
You done, team?
This is Matt. Morning.
You guys are a good bounce back team. Like if you lose a game, you tend to bounce back really well. A bit of a different quality when you win to like not get too high and to come back and put another good effort. How would you say your team does following up success?
That's a good question. I think it's very important, especially in the playoffs. You got to flush games. I think we enjoyed in Game 2. We enjoyed it a little bit after the game, but the next day we were back to business. Obviously, one game doesn't win you a series. We expect a long series. We said that after Game 1. We said the same thing after Game 2, and we're ready to go, and we're very focused and ready to put the next step forward at the next task in hand.
Todd says, I'm going to go enjoy this for about the next 10 or 15 minutes. Is that the same in the room? Is that the same message he sends to you guys? And what does that 10 or 15 minutes look like as a group?
Yeah, I think that's fair statement. I think it's fun. You work so hard. You watch the games and around the whole league. It's intense. It's physical. It's physically draining. It's mentally draining. So when you finally win a game, you want to celebrate as a team together. And I think it's nice to just talk about the game, what the good things you did, the bad things you did, and I think that's a fair enough statement. 10, 15 minutes. Enjoy a nice meal after the game when you wake up. From last night, you're ready to go, and you're not thinking about the last one.
They always say that you can't play 82 games at a playoff pace during the regular season because nobody would survive. But you do that in the playoffs. So is physicality and guys who take the body a lot, can they make more of an impact at this time of the year?
I think they definitely can. I think if you look around the league, I think even skill guys are being more physical. You don't see that in the regular season. I think it's just the way the playoffs are. Everyone is so dedicated to the details in the game that you're going to need it from the top part of your lineup, the bottom part of your lineup. You're going to need players to come in at different times. The playoffs are a hard time of year. You're going to need different players to step up at different times, but the physicality is something that has been in the playoffs for a very long time, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Give credit to those arena staff. They were holding on to those nets pretty tight there for about 10 minutes, at the start of practice. We're giving them up?
Yeah, it was. It is what it is. I think we went through it a few times 3 or 4 years ago when we were in San Jose. It is what it is. It's the game within the game. It's fun. Just wait it out and Knew they were coming on eventually.
Were you having a laugh with them? Like they're just doing their job, so what they're told to do or whatever.
No,
Were you
exactly.
having a
Yeah,
laugh with them?
it's their arena. They can do what they want. You knew the lights were going to come on eventually. I don't think they forget to pay that bill in this building. There's something in this rink every night, so you knew they're going to come on.